All right, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Freezin NFC North Podcast, episode 156, King of the Jungle. Are those Lions? Vikings survive in London. Plus, Week 6 NFC North preview. Lots to get to, and let's welcome in a seventh letter. But we'll get to you in a second. So, Dre, as we get started, where can everyone find you?
You can find me on Twitter, X, at Skullman Sports.
All good stuff. Yes. Maybe we'll change your handle to Minnesota Nice.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
If I was living there, maybe, but because I'm not, I can't.
Someone who is always nice is my guy Miles. Where can everyone find you as we get started?
Good evening. Appreciate y'all having me back, man. You can find me on the Pack Weekly Pod on the Packers Talk Network YouTube channel. We're streaming live every Monday night, talking Pack, getting into all the games, doing all the stuff, man. But that's where we stop it. We're not getting into all the other nonsense outside of that because there's plenty to do. But we welcome in our NFC North rivals, you know.
Absolutely.
You guys pop in and talk a little trash. Bring it on.
Absolutely. And you talk about nonsense. That's my job. I am NFLOutdated. You can bring me on Twitter, X, on YouTube, on the Gram, Instagram, NFLOutdated. And also we're on TikTok. We're on Freezin 4 Pod. And we have a new Packer guest tonight as well. So welcome, Noah. Where can everyone find you as we get started?
Yeah, thanks for having me. I go by Natty Film on Twitter, and then on YouTube you can find me at NA Productions. Also on Instagram, on there I'm usually talking Packers. Buck season around the corner, so probably some tears will be coming from my account as we get started with that. And typically putting out some Packers content, occasional hype videos and things like that. So appreciate it.
Very good. Well, I had to have two Packer people on here to really delve into the state of loss for the entire state of Wisconsin. I'm wearing my Cubs stuff here. We beat the Brewers, and so it's all joy in Chicagoland for me. Actually, in enemy territory here in Wisconsin. But be that as it may, lots of stuff to come. And welcome in seventh letter. You're in the catbird seat. Where can everyone find you as we get started, sir?
Seventh letter 4 on Twitter, X, same OG on Instagram and Facebook. Let's get it.
All right. Well, obviously, we had a couple of our teams off this week, so a little bit less to talk about. But obviously, we can talk as long as we need to about our teams. This week, the first game, the Vikings were in London. A little bit of an ugly game. Dre, I thought I was going to be right that the Vikings were going to lose and somehow they pulled it out. So Dre, give us a little rundown on how the Vikings survived in London versus the Browns and hand out some helmet stickers.
Well, I would say like one of the bigger ones is obviously the offensive line, even, which is funny to say, even how like patchwork we've been in the past few weeks. I mean, we held Myles Garrett to basically nothing like in the entire game, and then honestly the Browns defensive line, like I think the first sack came like 2/3 through the third quarter, which like given what happened the week before that of like 6 sacks in the entire game, like that's pretty big. And I think like that's really good. Obviously Darisaw, even though he was on a bit of a snap count, like he did very well against Myles Garrett. And funny enough, even though I wasn't really fond of him a few weeks ago, school did decently against him too. They were somehow able to nullify him pretty much. That's always great. I would also say Jefferson, as always, he had a really great game. 7 catches, 123. I mean, it's hard really to defend, even with their defense kind of holding on. He's beating double teams and everything, so he's being the best wide receiver in football. And I'll say this, I mean, the debate is between him and Jamar Chase. I mean, we have Wentz here throwing in the ball, and he's still doing that. Browning, and now they're bringing in Flacco. I mean, who knows what's going on there. So we'll see what happens. And then honestly, even though it wasn't his best game, I would say also Carson Wentz had a decent game. I mean, especially on that the game-winning series, like he went 9 for 9, and obviously scored the winning touchdown with Addison at the end. So I think, like, I mean, yeah, it was, at least for the little bit, it wasn't like the best game possible, obviously, but given honestly the hesitance regarding like the best defense, one of the best defenses in football. A win's a win. We came out of it, and it's honestly going into the bye with a lot of injuries that we've spoken about here, and also like other people have spoken about. So honestly, that's a perfect time for a bye for us, and hopefully we'll be able to come out on the other end playing well. And honestly, I'm hopeful given teams we're playing, mostly because those teams are having injuries or problems and they have vulnerabilities. So, and with respect, I'll say that still the Lions are probably the one I'm worried the most about out of the bye.
Hey, you know me. I don't like to give anybody in the division kudos, but that is a game that I mean you pull out somehow, and injuries. So I'll give kudos to the Vikings defense and just the team for pulling that out. I mean, I did not think it was going to happen. I was hopefully I was hopeful that my prediction that the Browns would win would come to fruition, but sadly it did not this week. So Miles, I mean, you're not worried about those Vikings though, are you at all?
I mean, listen, that's down the road still. We don't worry about anything that's not this week. Okay, the Vikings could be a very different team by the time we play them. And that's just how the NFL goes. But I mean, that's a great win. It is. You can't be upset about that win. Winning overseas, I think, is tough. That seems like that's kind of a wild card, like a little bit of a leveler. But yeah, man, going up against the best, what I think is one of the best defenses in the league, and Jefferson keeps doing his thing. It's just they're not going away. They're not going away.
Well, I'll tell you one thing that does not disappoint. It's Vikings Twitter. So now, obviously, so there's a little bit of a quarterback controversy. Should they trade JJ and keep Wentz? I don't know. Vikings Twitter is golden. I love it. Some people want to get rid of JJ. I know you're still a believer, aren't you, Dre?
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, I'm not saying trade him away for sure. I think if anything, with Wentz, I say give him one more week versus the Eagles just for the sake of it. Like, I mean, if anything, he's played well. I mean, if he is able to play, frankly, he injured his shoulder. So who knows if he's actually going to be able to play. But I would say give him that game just like because he has been playing decently enough. But then again, I'm not against going back to McCarthy, frankly. But I definitely don't want to trade McCarthy. Like, I do not trust Wentz enough to trade him for that.
I saw just a ridiculous trade that someone put that the Chargers were going to trade Herbert and all that. Like, there's no way the Chargers are giving up Herbert. Like, it's just ridiculous.
Not happening.
And yeah. So, so obviously, you look at the Vikings. You kind of going forward, defense. They're going to have to focus on that. But one team that doesn't seem to really have defense, but they seem to still be the king of the jungle. Seventh letter. Your Lions, they won 37-24. How did they give up 24 points to the Bungles?
What did I tell you last week? I said, where they're strong at, we're injured at, right? Didn't I say that?
You did.
The minute Terrion Arnold went down, they scored 3 touchdowns. Then we lost a backup. So I told you it was gonna happen. Like, we was up too far. They couldn't stop us anyway. My left tackle didn't play. So in the beginning, it took us a while to get rolling, but we picked them off 3 times, sack, fumble. Like, we just kind of was just playing keep away, just trying to get to the end of the game. We was blowing them out. It was 28-3 or something like that. Like, they ain't do nothing until Terrion Arnold got hurt. Then immediately they started scoring back to back. They scored 21 in the fourth.
So, and it's Jamar Chase. I mean,
Yeah. What's the name was looking in the backfield, and he got him with the 63-yarder. They went down the field with, he called Jamar Chase is best in the world. Him and Justin Jefferson, like 1A, 1B. Like, he the best in the world. What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Now, so helmet stickers would have to be Monty?
No. Oh, no. Oh, no. Helmet sticker go to like probably on offense. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 100 yards, consistent block, does everything. You know what I'm saying? He the best player on my team. Him and Jahmyr Gibbs and really Amon-Ra, because he's been there the whole time. Yeah. I just like the way he play. I had Calvin Johnson, Herman Moore, but he's probably my favorite wide receiver because he plays big. He always available. He blocks. He don't drop no passes. On third down, he's good. Whenever it's crunch time, he's great. So I'm an Amon-Ra St. Brown fan. I got like 2 of his jerseys. That's my man. That's my man. And on defense, I like my rookie, Talik, man. I like him, I like him. Batting down passes. He ain't got like a lot of sacks, but you ain't running at him. He knocks down passes. He's not a liability. We get Aleem McNeil back in a couple weeks. Like, the defense is gonna be all right. We gonna blow y'all out again.
Well, we'll see about that. I don't know. To the only team that's beat the Lions, Noah. I mean, are you worried about this Lions team at all, or?
I wish I could say I wasn't. Okay. There was about a week there where I was like, man, the Lions might be cooked, and then they've been killing it ever since. And I don't think that can be denied at this point. They're looking like a powerhouse right now. I mean, I'll be very interested to see that Thanksgiving matchup. I think it's going to be a really anticipated game. I think it's going to say a lot about these two teams. Obviously, there's a lot of football between now and then. So, I mean, we could be talking about 2 entirely different teams up to that point. But I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of questions about that initial matchup we had with them where we looked like we were just dominating that game. And then with the way things have gone since then, it does beg some questions of how much of that was just the Lions acclimating to having 2 new coordinators. That could have been a factor. Or maybe the Packers defense just, knows how to shut down that offense. So, but again, that's not going to be something we're going to know until Thanksgiving. So that'll be a good matchup. But I mean, there's been a couple weeks where I've been trying to hate watch the Lions and they've not been making it easy.
I cannot wait.
I save all my hate watching for the Packers and the Vikings. So, that's stored up. So let's get into obviously. Go ahead, 7th letter. All right. So let's get into this week's games. Obviously, we were on buys last week, so we didn't get a chance. But Miles, let's go ahead and obviously you play those Bengals. What are your keys for the Bengals in week 6 as we kind of get going here? Obviously, 14.5 point favorites right now. So, Miles, what are some of your keys for this game?
Well, I think, we've already covered some ground on, this Packers team, how they handled the Lions week 1. Let's not forget it and certainly not write it off. I don't think it's even a question. The Packers have a better team than the Bengals, but I think they got to chill out, man. We gotta get rid of these adjective games, this get right game or these big games, or now Micah Parsons is going back to Dallas. Like, just man, enough with the games. It's just an NFL team across from you. Line up, pop them in the mouth, go home.
Just win the game. Just go 1-0.
Damn game.
Listen, all this coach speak. You guys, it sounded like coaches here.
Well, when you bring up the 14.5, the Packers just under LaFleur have not played well when they start getting hyped up and, they're good. Oh, they're a Super Bowl team. And then there's a big, and maybe there's a streak that they'll go on, but there's always this deflate game where, they just completely lay an egg and you're just like, what is that, man? And I think part of that is the emotional roller coaster that you can go on with LaFleur as your leader. And they need to tone that out. I don't know if he figured that out in the self-scouting, But I mean, they can win this game in every phase of it. You know, you can run the ball, you can pass the ball. It's the Bengals are basically, you know, Trey Hendrickson and nobody else against the Packers. So when it comes to the other side of things, stopping Jamar Chase, I mean, that's what it is. And T. Higgins, you know, both of them should be double teamed the whole time. You should have bracket coverage on both of them, corner underneath, safety over top, and dare the Bengals to do anything else. Oh, by the way, Micah Parsons is still one of the best defensive players in the league. So I think just because the Packers have seemingly stumbled the last 2 weeks, and yes, like the tie to Dallas feels like a loss. Like, I guess the technicality of it will probably be convenient at some point, but they should have won that game from a lot of different angles, in my opinion. So I don't want everybody to get fooled here, right? Like, the Packers are still a very good team and they should crush the Bengals, but they don't need to think that. They need to be lining up, play football, win the game by 7 points. I don't give a shit. It just win the game and go home. Quit with the emotional ups and downs. That's my biggest thing going into this game.
No, I mean, are you on the same wavelength? And then also, I mean, are you at all worried about facing Joe Flacco and losing to Joe Flacco twice this season?
Oh my gosh, bro. I put out a tweet today talking about that, and I've been seeing a lot of Packer fans on Twitter talking about how, like, they're so scared that Joe Flacco is going to beat us twice. He did not beat us the first game. If that was your takeaway, the one thing we had success with was shutting his ass down.
He did play good in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, he got that one 10-yard completion.
I mean, beating the Browns isn't for everybody, all right?
I mean, all right.
Getting a field goal blocked is also a big
y'all
problem.
Learned that.
You know.
Y'all learned that. But yeah, I mean, like that game, like the Browns game, I feel like people kind of glossed over the fact our defense was really freaking good that game. Like, the defense was only responsible for 3 points in my mind. There was the one drive where the Browns like found some success running the ball, and they were able to get 3 points out of it. And then Jordan Love, there was a play that he did, and we don't talk about it, but it put them at the 4-yard line, and then they score. And then there's the blocked field goal that puts them at like midfield, and then they have like 10 yards to go. And then they kick the rookie who just missed a bunch of kicks like a 56-yarder. So like, I can't really put more than 3 points of that on the defense. So Joe Flacco doesn't really move the needle in my head. So
y'all couldn't move the ball on them.
Yeah, I mean, they're I can't really.
Yeah, but that Cleveland defense isn't playing for the Bengals this week.
They are not.
Yeah.
Although
definitely not.
Someone that's going to have to face the Bengals is Jordan Love. Now, by all accounts, he should have a fantastic game. But, I mean, Miles, is it time to push that worry button, to, like, slam that worry button on this Jordan Love experiment, if you will?
No. Stop it, you Bears fan. Stop it. Jordan Love is one of the best quarterbacks in the league right now, and he's only getting better. If anything, I'm ready to kick the door open on the offensive coaching room. Like, listen, guys, what are y'all doing? Get your head together. And I'm not a big Adam Stenavich fan, and it's not that he's an overt liability. I just can't help but think, like, what if you had a Jeff Hafley quality coordinator as your offensive coordinator too? Like, oh my goodness. Instead, we have a guy who's LaFleur's friend who has never been an offensive coordinator until he's the offensive coordinator for the Packers at any level. I will never let that go. His first time being an offensive coordinator ever in football is for the Packers. Like, that just bothers me. And I think that really is starting to come into play with their play calling and just their general strategy. It feels held back. It feels like it's lacking creativity. And while LaFleur is a great offensive mind, I want somebody else in there that's challenging him. And I don't think Stenavich is ever doing it. And plenty of people will argue with me, and you'll never get in that room, and you'll never know what actually is going on. Maybe Stenavich is an offensive genius. I don't know. But there's a level of accountability that is lacking. If you're a leader, a coach on the offense, everybody say, well, it's LaFleur's offense, fine. But the offensive coordinator position means something. And if you guys are repeating mistakes, getting these flags over and over again, and there's just this continued philosophy of kind of like not holding guys accountable for mistakes, that's a problem. And it definitely falls on the offensive coordinator to some extent. So if anything, I'm ready to push the eject button on that guy and find a new one, a Jeff Hafley of the offense. But no, I expect things to improve with the return of Sir Christian Watson. That's
okay. So Noah, is Christian Watson going to be back then?
Pretty soon. I mean, he was practicing over the past couple days, so we'll see. I'd be pretty surprised if he plays this week. I don't know if Miles, you know, the updates on that. I don't think he's expected to play this week, but I could be wrong about that.
I haven't heard one way or another. I think he will. That's just my own gut. I don't think he'll go full 100% of snaps or anything like that, but I think there will be a Christian Watson sighting this week.
Didn't you heard about a return, week 18, week 17 or something like that?
Originally,
dude,
yes.
Crazy.
God damn, they healing up fast as hell.
Guy's a freak. He is an absolute freak.
He's been perpetually hurt, and I don't know if then they send him to Madison to try to figure that out too, right?
Yeah, they did figure that out. There's nobody who's figured out this whole torn ACL thing though. Like if they could figure that out, they'd be making a lot of money.
That's probably true. Yes. So but when you look at it, I believe it was JJ, my guy JJ Leahy on Twitter suggested Mike McDaniel might be the offensive coordinator next year. I mean, obviously the way the Dolphins are playing. Yeah. So you're both hoping for that.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, please.
Just give me another offensive mind in the room that's not your buddy in an experiment in his career. You know, like again, I think Stinovich has shown to be a great offensive line coach. I'm not even trying to dog the guy as a coach. It's just like I don't want a rookie offensive coordinator in that position right now when you've got everybody else that has said, hey, we're chips in. This is a championship year. You know, you got the front office that just gave you Micah Parsons. Like they just don't do that. This is a first, you know, and they've said, hey, we think this team is a championship team to the extent that we're going outside of our character and we're going to get this guy. We're giving up draft picks that we covet and all of that. And you can look up and down the roster. It's like, yeah, this is a championship team. Oh, by the way, we've got some inexperienced guy as our offensive leader. Like, come on, man. Like, I don't like it. I don't like that. And personally, I think Bisaccia is failing as a leader as well, but that's like a whole different topic. But yeah, I mean, a field goal block, you know, back-to-back weeks, that's a fireable offense, man.
So. All right. So you're going with the Packers, correct, Miles?
Oh, yeah. Even with all the warts, they got to win this game. You don't win this game, then we're really going to have to do some surgery.
All right, Natty, what about you? Noah?
So I can tell you exactly how this game is going to go.
Love it.
Get a big lead, and then the Bengals are going to crawl back, and then we'll win by like between 7 and 10 points. And then on Packers Twitter is going to be on fire talking about how we let them come back. That's what's going to happen because it happens every time we play a bad team. I don't think we're going to cover because we rarely do when we need to. But you know what? At the end of the day, I don't care. Get the win. Go 1-0 in the week. Let's move on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Here. No injuries.
I mean, obviously Joe Flacco is not the Joe Flacco of the Ravens days, or maybe even last year, the last 6 games
with them receivers.
I guess that's fair. The Browns didn't have these receivers, so that's
the best receivers he's ever had
last year. And found what's my man name that got drafted by the Raiders? He just retired. He played for the Bills last year. They traded him to the Bills.
Amari Cooper.
Remember when he got started finding Cooper? They went to the playoffs.
Ooh, okay.
So don't get it. Don't.
All right, seventh letter. So are you going with the Packers then? Or it sounds like maybe you're leaning toward the Bengals.
Nah, I just don't think the Bengals defense is they played kind of good last week though for a little bit because our left tackle was hurt. So it was giving us headaches. So I don't know. It could be a trap because they don't know how, you know, like the thing about Joe Flacco is he's gonna give his receivers a chance. And he got good receivers over there.
That's true.
So if they can, it's the Joe Burrow thing. It's basically like, all right, I got these two monsters out of wide out. maybe we can fit this run in a little bit, sneak it in there while we out here with these receivers, while they light in the box. I don't know. It could get a little spooky. I'm not sure, but I think that the Packers can win, but I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't, because the Packers notoriously play down the competition. So that's
the Packers are good against the run. I have Chase Brown in a lot of my leagues, and some of them actually even benching them. I feel like the Packers are good against the run. So
very.
So I'm a little worried about some of my fantasy teams where I can't bench Chase Brown. But what about you, Dre? Are you going with the Packers or the Bengals here?
I'm going with the Bengals. I mean, sorry, not the Bengals, the Packers. Mostly just, even with Joe Flacco behind there, yeah, he has a decent arm if he has decent receivers to throw to, but the Bengals offensive line is just
that's true.
Bad. Yeah, it's not good at best. It's not good. And
can I read their PFF grades across the board through 5 weeks
right
here?
ahead.
All right, so starting with the left tackle, we've got a 57.4. Left guard, we've got a 45.1. The center, we've got a 49.8. The right guard, we got a whopping 43.3, and then we rebound at the right tackle with 50.3. They're bad. They're very bad.
That sounds even worse than the Bears' offensive line the last few years. So, wow.
Yeah. And with Flacco obviously not being a mobile quarterback, unless they utilize the quick like slants or quick like out routes or something like that, yeah, I don't think they're going to be able to pull it off. I've been wrong in these situations. Obviously, like everyone's already said, the Packers sometimes play down, but I still can't pick the Bengals. Like, arguably, like, our team was not the best going into it, and we stomped the crap out of them. The Lions did what they could arguably for 3 quarters, and then something happened in the 4th, and they somehow made it look competitive. I don't know, like,
injuries.
It hurt me in fantasy because Jamar Chase got points. It bothered the crap out of me.
He was shut down. We had him shut down. Terrion Arnold got hurt. There you go.
So,
that could happen again, but that at the end of the day, yeah, like, if anything, there's the defense has issues with maybe defending Jamar Chase, but that's as much as I got.
Yeah. So
I'll say Packers.
Well, you guys know me. Usually whatever I pick, it's the opposite. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say the Packers win this one 31-17.
Thanks a lot, Andy.
I know. I just feel like, Joe Flacco, he'll help, a little bit, but I just think, the first game with new receivers, he'll have a couple early scores, but I just think the Packers are going to ride Jacobs and right now 29th ranked scoring offense, the Bengals 30th ranked scoring defense. I don't know. This trade is weird, right? And I wonder if this trade was more to keep Jamar Chase happy because the Bengals aren't going anywhere right now with Burrow, but you almost got to stabilize and you don't want to lose Jamar Chase. You don't want to, get him just kind of having antics off. I don't know. So I think it's just more to try to stabilize for the rest of the season. I don't think it's this week, but Bengals, prove me wrong.
We'll see about that.
We will see about that. All right, let's move on to my game. Bears at the Commanders in Week 6
on a Monday.
On the Monday Night Football. We'll give you your due with the Lions game very soon here.
On a Monday, that's an after 4, maybe a 4 o'clock game. Nobody want to see that shit at night on Monday.
Bears at Commanders. Kyler Gordon is returning, so I think that's going to be huge. How they kind of move him around on the defense. I'm going to go right over to obviously limiting the run game. The Commanders are hurting, and obviously they got a good rookie. Ja'Cory, is he a rookie, I believe, or is he a second year?
Yeah, no, he's a rookie.
Yep.
He was,
So he's
AKA Bill.
yes, Bill.
yeah. So they call him Bill.
Yeah.
And so that'll be important. Obviously, limiting the run game, pressuring, containing Daniels, because obviously, but I don't know if he's going to be 100%. He should be back, I believe. I got to kind of monitor that a little bit, but a couple of the really things I'm looking at, the offensive line play. We've shuffled it around a little bit now with who we have in the tackle spots. So really trying to kind of just gel that way. But when you look at the offensive line, couple of our new people, obviously Jackson Thuney has not allowed a sack all season. So the Bears guard, actually Jonah Jackson has as well. Both the guards have not allowed sacks all season. So Jonah Jackson's has to improve a little bit, but Thuney, they're doing well. So just that offensive line just continuing to gel and keep Caleb, just give him a clean pocket. Give him an opportunity to make plays. That's what he does. And just his kind of like hometown return, just continue to make next steps. I'm seeing it. I think if you are not just a Caleb hater, you're seeing some growth. You're seeing some of the good things from him. Obviously, he has to kind of continue to improve. But when you look at it, I'm excited. Another really big storyline is going to be Tyreek Stevenson coming back and trying to redeem himself. And I think Tyreek Stevenson is going to have not one, but 2 interceptions in this game. Tyreek Stevenson is going to really kind of ball out in this game. He is, I think going to obviously redeem from last year's debacle, we'll call it. So I'm going to go ahead and save my score for a second here, but let's kind of move on and say, what about you, Miles? Are you picking my Bears or are you picking the Commanders this week?
Yeah, man, as much as it pains me to not pick the Bears, I'm not picking the Bears. I'm going to go.
Okay.
No, and I won't go too hard against the Bears on this because I think it will be an interesting game. But to me, there's talent on both sides. Two good football teams. I think the Bears lose the chess match in this one. You got Bobby Wagner on one side of the ball across from Caleb Williams. I think Caleb Williams is going to lose that. I don't think Caleb Williams is that like into the game, and how it works and all that. Like I think Bobby Wagner is going to be a step ahead of him the whole game. And that defensive front is good. Where I will say Caleb Williams has some opportunities against that Washington secondary. So if he can get a few good calls, if the O-line can hold up for him, he's going to have a chance to take some shots. So I don't think that they'll get blown out, but I think they lose the chess match in this one. Jaden Daniels, I think he's a better quarterback than Caleb Williams at this point. And I just think that offense, that Washington offense is going to be pretty good. It's going to be tough to stop that run game. So yeah, I don't think the Bears can do it. I don't think it'll be a slaughter, but I think they'll lose. Hey,
that's all right. What about the other Packer fan, Noah? Let's just bring all the hate on me. I want all the smoke. Let's go.
All right. Well, I think the X factor in this game is definitely going to be Jaden Daniels. He's had obviously he missed some time. I think Bat was back last week and had like a pretty decent performance, but it still felt like there was some meat on the bone there. I mean, he's sitting at a 45 QBR in the season right now. It doesn't feel like we've really seen the same Jaden Daniels that we were expecting going into this year. And I think it'll be interesting to see whether or not we start to see that guy. And I think this definitely would be a good opportunity for that. Obviously, prime time. But yeah, I think Miles made a good point about the secondary on the Commanders. I think Caleb will have some opportunities there. The system between Caleb Williams and Ben Johnson has been interesting to see because you kind of have Ben Johnson, who's very methodical and he has like these kind of exotic play calls. And then you have Caleb Williams, who really likes to improvise. And you've been able to see that have positive and negative moments. But I do, as much as it pains me to say, I do see that relationship developing in a positive way. I think that there is definitely a world where they make a really good team. We'll see if that ends up being the case and if we maybe see them take another step forward this week. But yeah, also a fun little thing that I had seen. Currently, Caleb Williams is on pace for 3,940 passing yards on the season. So still not 4,000.
That's all right. It's time. It's time for him to unleash the beast. It's okay.
That was pro level trolling right there, sir.
So you are picking the Commanders. Then,
right.
Noah, are you?
Yeah, I would take the Commanders in this one. I do think we're going to see a better Jaden Daniels this week. I think last week against the Chargers, obviously they put up a lot of points. He didn't have like a great game, but I still think he's kind of getting healthy, and I think we're going to see a more polished version of him this week. But we will see.
Well, and I'm not sure if we're going to have Terry McLaurin or not. I'm a little worried about Deebo Samuel, kind of what they, maybe even just kind of do with him. But obviously, Jaden Daniels is a solid quarterback, and I absolutely can understand everybody is starting to be against my Bears. Hey, Dre, come on over here. Come on over here.
Yeah, sorry. I think it comes down to obviously the rush defense of the Bears. I mean, they're I think the second worst in the league, just ahead of Miami. For rushing yards per game. And I mean, you just said like Deebo Samuel, you have him who could rush the ball, you have Daniels who can rush the ball, you have Bill who can rush the ball, and then they obviously have I don't remember who's now RB2 at this point, but Rodriguez or Martinez, I don't remember which one it is. But anyway,
Rodriguez, yep.
Yeah, so like they have like a lot of like good rushers just on that. And then Daniels can throw the ball, obviously. Ertz is obviously in the twilight of his career, but he can still catch. Obviously, Deebo can still catch the ball. I mean, they have, and obviously, if Scary Terry comes back, he can obviously do a lot too. So, it comes down to that rush defense because like they just have so many players that can rush the ball very well. And obviously with Bill, he's a rookie, so like there's not as much tape on him. So like that's also a problem. I do think the Bears could push them. Like I think like everyone's already said, that pass defense of the Commanders, they could make it interesting. I think it's going to be still a very close game that will probably end, I don't know, 24-21 Commanders or something close like that, 2017, something like that.
All right. Yay. I get it. Everyone's off the Bears bandwagon. I think everybody forgets. Obviously, the Commanders won.
Were any of us on it?
Hey, did you guys get on that Bears bandwagon? That's embarrassing.
The Commanders won 18-15 last year, but if we basically had won that game, other than the Tyreek Stevenson, just we'll say mishap.
Hand grenades.
We had with a broken coaching staff. Basically that was our turning point in the season for the Bears. We were 4-3 at that part, or even after that. 4-3. So that was kind of the turning point for the Eberflus era. And so we had them with the broken coaching staff. Still, kind of basically, we should have won that. So seventh letter. Can I entice you to be on the Bears side on this one?
If Terry. It's two things. So if Terry McLaurin don't play, your chances improve.
I like this. I like where you're going with this.
But I also remember how that defense kind of stifled us last year. that offense, that Ben Johnson offense, and any type of what's their coach name for the Redskins? The coach, what's his name?
Dan Quinn.
Dan Quinn.
Dan Quinn, yeah.
Dan Quinn. So Dan Quinn has a whole bunch of like he knows how to generate a pass rush, and it just depends on how if that pass rush is getting home, I can see them, because they played well against the Chargers last week. It's keep Jayden Daniels out of trouble. If Scary Terry play though, I think y'all will lose. But if he don't play, I like your chances. But just keep in mind, like, he kind of stifled us last year in the playoff game. We got behind the 8 ball pretty quick. We was down 14 before you knew it. So just keep that in mind. All right.
So you are saying Washington though?
If Terry McLaurin doesn't play, I say the Bears. If Terry McLaurin does play, I say the Commanders.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Hey,
I think that he'll abuse. I think he'll abuse Tyreke Stevens.
I can see that.
I just think he'll abuse him. You know what I mean? Y'all. I mean, y'all play well. You know what I'm saying? Like on defense when everybody there. But if y'all can't. Also, if y'all can't stop the run, I think that it can get a little spooky. They'll start doing RPOs on you and shit it get weird.
So that's why I think we brought in. Obviously, we got Grady Jarrett. I think and I think the bye came in.
Man, I thought that was gonna be something too. That shit ain't about nothing.
Hey, he was injured. I believe now he's gonna be back this week. So I believe TJ Edwards is back as well. Kyler Gordon coming back is going to be for sure is going to be helpful as well. But what I'm really looking for, hey, I'm glad you guys are all off the bandwagon this week. I think
we're never on.
No one ever was on the bandwagon.
As Yoda said, you will be.
Oh boy.
This is if you're playing fantasy, write this down. This is a Luther Burden game. This is 113 yards, 1 touchdown Luther Burden game. I do think
got all these yards on a flea flicker.
They're getting him more involved in the offense. I also think Olamide Zaccheaus, write this down as well. He's going to have the first touchdown of the game. I think this is just a revenge game for him. I believe he's been in a lot of different places, but I think Washington, they should not have gotten rid of him. Olamide Zaccheaus is going to score a touchdown here. The Bears are going to win 27-20. That's my gut feeling here that we're rolling. I said it was going to be 2-2, and after 4, my prognostications were correct. And you look at where we're at in the growth of Caleb. I mean, this is another step for the Bears. So I love that no one else is on the bandwagon. I'll take it. I will absolutely take it. My Bears, we're coming.
27-20 is fair, but I don't know, man. I think it's going to be tough for Caleb putting up 27 on that defense. Dan Quinn is one of the best defensive minds in the game right now.
I would agree. He's solid. He's solid. Absolutely. So, all right, let's move on to the other game, the Sunday night game, and the interesting matchup of the reeling Chiefs have the Lions coming to town. And seventh letter, give us the keys to this game. Right now, -2.5 to the Chiefs, but I think that means the Lions are maybe favored, right? A little bit. It's going to be closer. There's a pick 'em or I'm not a gambler.
It's 50-50.
I'm not a gambler. I don't know
how that stuff works. I'm like I looked at the Chiefs play the other day, and I'm like, they only got 3 players. Everybody else kind of, you know what I'm saying? They got Pat Mahomes, Jones, and Travis Kelce is not the same. You know
and you said Jones, like on that last play versus the Jaguars, he was not trying. That was I'm so glad that we didn't sign him.
That was embarrassing.
How can you look?
And then after the game, he was like calling out the defense for lack of effort when he was like the only one not even trying. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, that was but that was kind of I don't know. That was just uncharacteristic for him. He usually go pretty hard. You can move him around the line of scrimmage and everything. He usually not like that. I don't know what that was about. It's a 50-50, but I'm just gonna go with the Lions because Jared Goff never lost to the Chiefs. There we go.
Okay.
All right.
That's a fact.
All right. What about you, Miles? What are your thoughts on the Lions and the Chiefs?
Carl Lofkis. What?
I mean, I'm thinking more about like kind of just from a momentum perspective right now. Like this could get ugly. This could be Lions by a lot.
Oh,
and I feel like the Chiefs kind of they're kind of limping around when you got your top defensive captain, which is what that's what he is. I mean, man, I just feel like there's going to be some shots fired in the film room, man. Like you see the game end that way and him walk in, and I feel like it could get ugly, and it might take them a few weeks to figure out what's going on. But to Seventh Letter's point, they don't have a whole lot of guys anyway. It's not like they've got a bunch of stars that you got to worry about. The receiving core is filled with people that you're like, okay,
Juju, Smith-Schuster, and like the fast people, they fast, but they're not really receivers. Like they are right. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. This could be a Tyquan Thornton breakout game.
I'm about no Tyquan. Look at
that's what I'm like. That's their like top guy right now, kind of like. But what? So I just and on the other hand, the Lions seem to be firing on all cylinders, and so this feels like a game that could get ugly to me, but. I mean, if the Chiefs bring it, it's Pat Mahomes, it's Andy Reid. Like you're not going to they're not going to roll over, right? Like, again, it's an NFL team across from them. So I think it has the potential to get ugly, but I'm definitely going to go with the Lions in this one. They're rolling right now. And the Chiefs, they got some drama they got to figure out.
What about you, Noah? Do you think the Chiefs have enough against the Lions?
Miles and I are in complete agreement on this. I'm not a betting man, but if I was, I would absolutely be betting on the Lions in this game, like with minus 2.5. To me, seems crazy. This to me seems like a game that I would expect it to be in like the 31-20 range in favor of the Lions. I mean, you've got two teams. You got one that is just not like there's just I don't know. It's just weird. I mean, I think all of us like we've been watching the Chiefs, and you kind of expect it to click at any moment. Like, I mean, that's the way I was feeling in week 1 when I was watching them against the Chargers, and it's like they get the ball last, and you're like, oh, here we go. They're gonna drive down the field, and then Chargers shut them down, and then it's been a little bit up and down. I mean, they torched the Ravens last week, but now I think the Ravens might just stink. So I don't know if they really take anything from that. I mean, it can't be denied that like obviously we'll see a lot of season left, but right now, like where the teams are at, like the Lions are, I think, the class of the NFL, and from an offensive perspective at least. So, I mean, I don't know. To me, like this line seems off to me, but I would bet on the Lions in this one.
It's so interesting how narratives can change, right? The Packers beat the Lions, and it was like, oh, the Packers are going to the Super Bowl, and now the Packers are reeling, and all that, and the Lions are the best team in football. I don't know. I try to not to, be, victim of the moment. I'm still a little questioning the Lions. I don't know if they're as good as they are. You look at what Patrick Mahomes. Jake Browning did. Look at what Jake Browning did versus the Lions defense.
Fuck! The cornerback was hurt. What are you talking about?
Is he going to be?
We had him 28-3.
But is he going to be? Is he going to be healthy this week? Did they trade?
No. Well, we'll prepare for him this time. You know what I'm saying? But we lost him and a backup, so they started going up top to chase a lot. Like it happens. They couldn't run the ball on us. They couldn't do nothing.
I don't know.
It kept going.
I mean, we had them 34-3, and then they only scored one touchdown after that.
I mean, Patrick Mahomes is no Jake Browning, but I think Patrick Mahomes may be able to score, go up and down the field
look
on
at Pat Mahomes' percentage.
Mm.
Look at his pass percentage.
Anybody
I don't
have
know.
that?
I saw he was top 3 in MVP rate, like MVP race. So
Yeah, that's because he's
apparently he's way better than he looks.
No,
He's having a better fantasy year, I believe. Anybody have that
Let's get
percentage?
completion percentage. I'm pulling it up right now. And,
Yeah.
He's 63.4.
exactly.
That's 25th in the league.
Exactly.
All right.
Behind Jake Browning. Jake Browning is 24. 64 and a half.
Jake
I'm
Browning
not
is out of a
afraid,
job
I'm
at
not
the moment.
really afraid. He always, you know what I mean? He is a talent that we probably, I don't know. He's a world-class quarterback. Like I no disputing that. He's a winner, he's a leader, he's all the things that you want in a quarterback. But when he don't have like the material, like the run game ain't really clicking like that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like no big plays anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like you know where he going with the ball. Every time, like the plays look the same. So people are on like caught up to Andy Reid a little bit, his offense. Like it's not the same. Like it doesn't look right to me. I don't know. I'm not as afraid as people. You know, I looked at the game. I've been seeing a lot of Chiefs games this year. You know, a lot of Chiefs games this year. The Jaguars are good. They got a lot of talent, and you know, on the team they always have. But I didn't expect them to look like that against them. You know, picks in the end zone, like you know what I'm saying, red zone picks. Like I don't know. I'm not afraid.
I thought the Chiefs defense would be better. You know, last year I thought they were pretty solid.
You can run the ball on them.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
I'm trying to think. I didn't see the exact date of when Travis Kelce got engaged, but you know, it's just been down.
He's been dropping passes ever since.
Absolutely.
But I tell you what, all right. So what about you, Dre? Are you in on the Lions as much as everyone else here?
I think generally, yeah. I think at the end of the day it comes like, I mean, Mahomes, I think like generally his completion, like, yeah, we say he's like bottom of the league, but he has been improving since week 2. He's been like, I'm just looking at it right now. He's like increased every week. And I don't think like the Lions are, this is not to say anything against the Lions. It's more just, I think Mahomes like is always going to be like, he's always pushing. Like, I mean, even with the Jags game, like it came down to like the last few plays, you know, so, and I mean, this one's in Kansas City. So I would say again, I at the end of the day, like if it's close, I always go with home field advantage just because, especially with the Chiefs fans, they do have honestly the chop, which to me I've always thought is FSU, but like I hear it and it's honestly kind of intimidating when I hear it still. So I think it's a close game. It's going to be definitely offensively based, but I would say maybe 31-27, 30-27, somewhere very, very close. But I would say Chiefs just based on home field advantage.
Okay, you're going with the Chiefs as well. Oh, sorry. I
said Chiefs. Yeah. Just
Chiefs.
because of
Okay.
home field.
I said as well because in my mind I'm also going with the Chiefs. When you look at Arrowhead, I just think seventh letter. I don't think the Lions are as good as they, you know, everyone's saying they are right now. I gave
you 52. What else I got to do?
Based on what?
I mean, that was against the broken defense, the Bears' broken defense.
Oh my God, yo.
We're gonna get you back.
All right, yo. All right, man. Always done with you, yo. Caleb, Magic, all this goofy shit. And now it's 52 points, yo. And we're gonna probably get 40 the next time in Chicago.
I think the Chiefs are gonna win. I think it's gonna be like a 37-31 shootout. And I'm going with the Chiefs. I get it. The Lions can score, but can their offense stop? I mean, you said it yourself, they're injured. So
who gonna stop us?
I just, like,
Karlaftis.
who's Mahomes gonna throw?
Oh, it doesn't matter. Look what happened. What we played against Myles Garrett the other week. How many sacks he had?
Yeah.
Jared Goff ain't been sacked since the Packers game.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm gonna punish the Chiefs, man. I'm telling you, yo. I'm running this ball, and I'm gonna punish the Chiefs like I punished you.
I will say Mahomes is arguably a slightly better mobile quarterback than Caleb Williams.
Okay,
Look
I'll give you that.
Lamar. Look what we did to Lamar.
That's fair.
Was Lamar
That's
hurt
fair.
during that game, or did he hurt before?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
We're gonna whoop their ass. Now it's a 17.1. See, man?
What you did, Andy?
I know.
Gosh, man. The Chiefs didn't ask for that.
They did not. They did. I'm sorry, Patrick. I am absolutely sorry, Andy Reid. I'm sorry I'm unleashing the Lions' fury on you. It is my fault. But be that as it may, this is going to be a telling game for both teams. Obviously, the Chiefs are 2-3, and I think the Chiefs need this game more than the Lions maybe need this game at this moment. The Lions, obviously are in the catbird seat. They have,
what happened to primetime when the Lions play?
I mean, Thanksgiving, you almost lost to my Caleb Williams rookie last year on Thanksgiving.
What do I have to do? I got to go over the game again? Do I got to go over the game again? Do I got to go over the game again?
You do.
That again, yo? Do we have to do that again? Like, do we have
if only they had a timeout.
Yep, that was a blowout. That was a blowout game.
I thought it was going to be.
Fumbled at like the 5 before I half.
I thought it was going to be.
Go up like 17 on them, yo. Like, it was ugly. But you know what happened the next time we played y'all, right? In Chicago, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Beat the shit out you. Beat shit
well,
out.
We had been deflated by then. That was we had been Eberflus. We had been.
This guy's got an answer for everything.
Lions were injured at the end of last
absolutely
year.
do. If you see me on Twitter, I'm the same in person. You cannot throw cold water on me. Airtight. There's always never give up. Never give up. Right, Miles?
That's right. No, you're impressive, man. You really are.
I appreciate that.
The Bears ought to be paying you.
One day. All right. Well, this has been
Justin Fields paid him for 3 years.
He did. Well, this has been a fantastic episode. Definitely appreciate everyone tuning in. Lots of stuff this week, and obviously 3 of us teams play. The Vikings are off this week. They get that bye. But so you get I don't know, go to Aruba, just take a break and all of that, Dre. But I definitely appreciate you coming on and everything. Where can everyone find you as we close out?
You can find me on Twitter X at Skullman Sports. It's always fun to be on. I will say on this bye week, I am taking a break and I'm going to the Bills Atlanta game. So you can check me out there if you see me. So should be a fun game. Going to cheer on my number 2 team.
Hey, and the Bills had just a really weird loss.
I've only said the Bills. The Bills are my number 2.
The Bills, they had a weird loss to Drake May. And no one on Twitter, no one tell me that Drake May is the best quarterback of that draft class. Get out of here with that
Division games, man. Division games. They can go either way. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Especially Stephon Diggs and all that stuff. His hate for Josh Allen. But yeah, that'll be a good game to go to. Obviously, I would love to see that. So we'll definitely like and subscribe, follow you as well, and on all socials. And Miles, always great to have you in, sir. And you have your glasses on for the present and future of your Packers.
That's right.
We'll see. But where can everyone find you as we close out?
You guys can find me on the Pack Weekly Pod. That's at the Packers Talk Network YouTube channel. Go over there, subscribe, hang out with us Monday nights, 9:30 p.m. streaming live, talking Pack, having some fun, and we're gonna have a victory to talk about on Monday. So come hang out.
Always bring a lot of great stuff. Always appreciate you coming on. And Obviously for the first time here, Noah, definitely appreciate you coming on and bringing some stuff as well. Where can everyone find you as we close out?
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me. I'm at Natty Film on Twitter, and then on YouTube and Instagram, I'm NA Productions, doing a lot of Packers content. Buck season around the corner, so might be doing some stuff for that as well, and hopefully celebrating a Brewers win over the next few days. But we will see.
Hey, the Cubs have the Brewers exactly where we want them. We're down 0-2.
Yeah, this guy's got an answer for everything.
Everything. I live in Wisconsin. I have to. I absolutely have to. It's essential. Definitely appreciate that as well. I am NFL Outdated. You can find me on Twitter X, on YouTube, Wednesdays here 9:30 CST. You can find us on Freezin 4 Pod on the TikTok. And Seventh Letter. It's always a better week when you're excited and you're not,
all right. So you started talking all this crazy shit.
It's always more fun.
Oh my
Where can everyone find you as we close out?
7th Letter 4 on Twitter X, same OG on Instagram and Facebook. On top of the NFC North, where I belong. Dad's back. Go to bed, kids. All right. Dad.
Somebody's got a head-to-head to say about
that. Dad is back. Dad is back on top again, where I belong. And we're going to beat out the Chiefs on Sunday night. Tune in because we blockbuster on prime time. You know that every time. Since we was little, since we was beating Aaron Rodgers, murdering Aaron Rodgers and making him become a fucking journeyman. That's what we did to Aaron Rodgers, man. Turned him into a journeyman.
I still remember that Hail Mary pass, though, man. That was
hold on. After a phantom face mask pass with the cheating, and my father goofy ass like, y'all won. I said, they get another play. They get another play. And they did that shit. They keep showing that highlight, and they keep on I just played this cheating for Aaron Rodgers again. I remember when him and Tom Brady used to play, they ain't know who to cheat.
You know what, 7th Letter? When my Bears are I'll just say my Bears, or maybe even the Packers. We'll see. Maybe I'll give them a little kudos here. But when one of our teams knock you off this top spot here, I don't know. I mean,
you can't even beat the Vikings, bro. Relax, yo. Get back in last place, yo.
No, Vikings. No, hey, we're not in last place. The Vikings will be. So, hey,
are they in last place now?
Will be. What is this? Will be. No, I think Chicago. It looks like you are.
Again, you're back home. That's your house.
We're coming.
That's your house.
Hey, but the NFC North is still the only one without a losing record.
Oh,
look at this. I like that. I like
that.
Lots to like.
Lots to like. Last year before before he didn't win again until y'all gave him a game. I'm still mad at y'all for that.
I know. Hey,
week 18 was glorious. Yes. Well, definitely appreciate everyone for coming. Thanks again, everybody.
10 years.
I will. Once again, it's been the Freezin North Podcast, episode 156. Let's go. Lots of stuff in week 6 coming up. So thanks again. And once again, bear down, everybody. Have a great night.
Go, Pack, go.